I'm so lonely. That's all I can mutter. It's already been over a week. I should try harder to get to know them. I brought up my fist. Gotta do my best. And filled with fighting spirit, give a little fist. That was a very shortcut. A neat effort to make friends. Did you have a minute? I approached Yuri on the way to the next class as she walks up ahead, surrounded by everyone. It's a huge step for me. Huh? It's no good though, as my voice is too quiet and she doesn't hear me. In Bible class too. Did you forget to write your report? No, I did write it, but... Oh, hand it in. Sister Basket cocks her head at me, and I'm at a loss for a response. This is why I wanted to talk to Ichigo this morning. Last night, Yuri asked me for a topic for our class paper, which was a relationship between garden humans and the Bible. Opinions ended up the same. That's why I hadn't thought to ask someone else to try to write a paper from a different perspective. Eternal sin, she might think Yuri's saying copying me. More than anything, I hate being a bother to people. Wasn't she writing it last night in her room? Yes, maybe she's writing something different, like a diary. I see Amitiė partners in the seats in front of me, whispering together. As we're talking about how pathetic I am. Oh, you haven't really worked out your opinion yet, have you? Well, please see me after class if it's missed. If you have a discussion about God. Okay. Giggles wash over a church like waves. Why can't I? Why can't I do anything right? I finished working in the garden before lunch break and led outside as I watch the backs of my Amitiė partners as they go ahead. We are completely self-sufficient. The fact we give our thanks to our food must be another tradition for being in a missionary school. Looks like we're growing harvest of vegetables ourselves. As of all, we do the gardening work for our Amitiė partners, so here gives my chance to talk to them. Chance to do what? You know, it kind of hurts you, so scared of me. I freeze, wondering if I said my thoughts aloud. Me always standing there grinning at me and unsure what to say. My mind goes momentarily blank. Well, anyone would be surprised if suddenly began talking to him. Might look at it, but you can. You're quite uncouth. I'm normal. You guys are just too fancy. But you're right. Maybe from Shirahane's point of view, I approached her rudely. Shaking her chin, she strikes a thinking pose. Rico narrows her eyes at her. We're two of them are. In a week we've gone close enough, they are now on a first-name basis. Only I'm still called Shirahane-san. Oh, what's wrong? Nothing. It's just fine weather. It is, isn't it? Not too hot, not too cold. Lovely day. They say you have to be careful not to get sick during this season because the weather's always changing, but it's warm even at night. Yeah, I've done it again. All I can talk about is the weather. Whenever I'm stuck, I reflexively start talking about weather. It's a harmless topic, but in terms of making friends... Oh, Yuri-san, you're here. Huh? It's standing up on the back. You sleep on it funny? No, I combed it. It's probably just because the wind is strong when we're gardening. She tries to fix the back of it with her fingers, but her movements are clumsy and she can't do it. I can't do it. Shirahane-san, could you comb it for me? Ami always requests. I comb her hair, that means I'll touch it. Glistening in the sunlight, her light chestnut hair nearly looks golden. look down since rinsing my flushed face and take a comb from my pocket. Look at that. She always carries a comb. Well, most girls do. You had one out here, Mayuri-san. Really? None of my friends carried them around though. As she speaks, she turns back to me, smiling and asks me to go ahead. Consciously trying to control my shaking hands, I put the comb in her hair, which is the colour of fresh wheat. Oh, sorry, did it hurt you? No, it just tickles. Really? Every time I run with a comb through her hair, it gives off a sweet, refreshing citrus smell. Why should she put something in it? Amitiė provided by the shared baths in the dormitory. Being entranced by this faintly fragrant scent. So different from mine. I guess that should do it. Ah yes, I fixed it. And I quickly put the comb away. She smiles at me. Thanks. Just a thought before meeting at morning assembly, a carefree smile brightens the room like magic. It's as though warm spring sunshine had grown a little brighter. You're a girl too, Mayuri-san. You should pay attention to your hair. I do pay attention to it, you know. Since I have roommates and all. I get so restless in spring. It makes me careless about all the things. I feel like getting in, out and moving my body. Oh really? I prefer sitting on the shade of a tree sipping tea. How about you, Shirahane-san? I prefer reading under the shade of a tree too. I'm a minority here, I guess. I thought everyone got restless in spring. But even a dead horse moves its neck in spring. Having heard of spring saying myself, I nod. Oh, that's terrifying. Rika says with a characteristic frown. That's just a saying, although I guess if you think about it, it is kind of gross. I don't say things like that before we eat. Let's go, Shirahane-san. She scowls at me as she takes my hands towards dorms. We return to the dormitory so we can make it in time for lunch. We're taking a break when suddenly the door opens. Oh good, I made it in time. Sasaki-san, please knock when you open the door. Oh, sorry. I thought we were going to be late for our plans. Plans? Do you want to talk? We can do it after class. Not you. My plans with Suoh-chan. Plans? My Amitiė partners turn to look at me and I quickly shake my head. Didn't we have plans? We said we'd talk about that paper at lunch. Paper? You mean one for Bible class? Yes. I have to do it again too, so we're going to do it over together. I get a feeling we did talk about something like this. Everything down this morning and been spacing out. Would have made some promise while I was thinking about how to get along better with my Amitiė partners. Okay, well then. Hey, wait a minute. School rules say you have to eat lunch with your Amitiė partners, so you can't break the rules. You sound a bit strict. But it makes sense. Rika's right, of course. However, they probably first have lunch with Amitiė partners, but second year students just do just as they please, right? Everyone else's class just gets together with their friends. Just saying that if everyone else is doing it, makes that okay? I hate that kind of thinking. What should I do? I should reply to her without thinking. Against the class president, Rika, who won't budge an inch, and we always scratch her cheek and shrugs. Perhaps sensing a strange mood, Ichigo, who's caught between them, claps her right hands together. Yeah, okay, fine. You talk all you want, but it won't solve anything. The party involved should decide, right? Party involved? All three Suet's eyes turn towards me. I have to decide? Yeah. The party involved is you, Suoh-chan. Go ahead. Give it to his blockhead straight. Now, Rika-san is right, but I did make a promise. Look, I'm sorry, Rika. I made a promise. My gaze is hurt. Rika's stare in particular. But I avert my eyes from a look towards Ichigo. Ichigo-san kept a promise with me. Since I made a promise, I have to go with Ichigo-san. I see, if that's what you want, Shirahane-san. Looks like she's decided. Well, let's go in, Suoh-chan. Okay. Ichigo takes my hand. I'll go on ahead. Rika looks angry as we exit the room together, leaving her behind. I made Rika angry, sorry. I'm useless. I think deep in my heart as the last class of the day ends and the room gets noisy again. The incident before lunch notes but everything all day long. I was hesitant and unable to talk to my Amitiė partners this morning. I panicked on my way back from gardening and couldn't hold a proper conversation. Then my plans with Ichigo-san. Honestly, I don't remember making this promise. I've probably been spacing out just like right now. And answered Ichigo's request automatically. My grandfather said it would be nice to live in a world without regrets. Or people who don't feel regret are fools. He said that, but I probably think too much. But I stop to my deliberations and look up. When I do, since class is over, we'll expect the sister basket to have left the staff room already. There she is, holding chalk and writing students' names on the board. Huh? What about this? The health counsellor has decided. Next up. Listening as Mr. Basket announces the choosing of a greenery counsellor, I'll poke Ichigo's back. What's the matter, Suoh-chan? I thought class was over. Mr. Basket just said we can move and decide on counsellors of being class president. Seems used to Live Academy now. Seems I was spacing out and completely missed what she said yet again. When my cheeks are red and at my own stupidity, I force an excuse about being sleepy so Ichigo doesn't realise. People who don't have to join a club have to join a council. Raise your hand if you hear something good. You have those here, I think, annoyed to myself for not listening. Oh, we already decided with Greenie Counsellor. Hearing a word, look up to a blackboard where nearly half my class names are written. Many people in clubs. Not just one person per role. There's a strenuous Greenie Counsellor, Beauty Counsellor, and other roles with multiple names written under them. There are 2 counsellor positions left. Quarter round classroom, it's my turn. Library Counsellor and Disciplinary Counsellor. How about Disciplinary Counsellor, Suoh-chan? You're cool. You're totally suited to it. Disciplinary Counsellor? Based solely on my knowledge from books and movies, Disciplinary Counsellor would be someone who's confident and righteous, a real pillar of the community. There's no one fit for such a position. Let's first decide with Disciplinary Counsellor. Please raise your hand if you'd like to do it. Go on, raise your hand. Well, I absolutely would not be able to order people around. I turned pale at the mere thought. Oh dear. Looks like no one wants to do it. If you have no volunteers, then... Sister Basket cocks her head and looks around the classroom. Then her gaze turns towards one of a few people who have yet to take a position. Me. Oh no. After a refuse, the words don't come out. I know I can't do it, but I don't want my classmates, my Amitiė partners, to realise how useless I am. And now then, how about Miss Shirahane-san? When she calls my name, I'm filled with bitter regrets. Sister Basket. Voice calls out from the blue, and my eyes turn to a student raising a hand. It's Rika, the class president. I actually think Shirahane-san's better suited for a position other than disciplinary counsellor. Oh, is that so? Yes, she's an avid reader, so I think she would be better suited for your position of library counsellor. Is this true, Miss Shirahane? I'm so happy she remembered all the like books. Yes. Perhaps there were one growing inside my chest, words of agreement leave my lips easily. I see. Well then, I'll ask Miss Shirahane to be the library counsellor. Thank you. A few days later, in other words, a few days since I became a library counsellor, at last. I'm starting to get used to a library of my dreams. The unique smell of old books, with dim lighting to protect them from damage. I sit at a desk in the middle of this wide room, stacked to a ceiling with books. The only thing that has any function other than holding books. Okay then. Please be sure to return it within 2 weeks. I can say without even stuttering, making me realise how easy I am here. Watch your other classmate who just borrowed a library book leave. Now I have a small sigh. Considering I had trouble saying anything to anyone at first, this is progress. I've been so nervous in my first job, the responsibility of a library counsellor, but now... Perhaps because I'm surrounded by books. I've been able to adapt quickly to this job, and even become good at it. Now able to help the people who visit the library without much difficulty. In fact, it's not different to the slightest. Reason for that being... Hey, we're going to see ya. Be quiet. Good. Seems no one else is here right now. I've started dropping by to see me from time to time. That's good. You don't have any customers. How can you do any business? This isn't a business. The library is nothing without its patrons, though. I'll take it back. No, I was on here just a few moments ago. She just left. Oh, really? You'd have to be a scholar to borrow a book from here. I guess. Just me always says, this library has a few modern novels. Instead, it's just filled with technical books. I'm with theology and like. That's why even the students of the academy, most of whom seem like the type to relish a good book, rarely use a library. It's perfect if you want to learn about the Bible or gain some specialised knowledge. That's what this place is filled with. That's for sure. I mean, whichever way you turn, well, there they are. But don't you think they could do something of religious books and textbooks in here? Like some novels? Really limits the people who would use this library. Yes, I agree. Only 1 or 2 people come by each day. Really? Yeah. Oh well, at least it's an easy job. We have to remember a book lending process, right? Otherwise you can just bring a book from your room or do your homework in your free time, right? Library counsel isn't not just about lending books. Many other tasks involved, right, Shirahane-san? Yeah. What, like due date extensions? That's my Yuri. Rika puts a hand to her forehead and shakes her head. Seeing Rika look to me, I'll chime in. My main work is lending out books, but we also have a reference service. Reference? Sorry, I don't even go to normal libraries, so I have no idea what that is. Is it normal? Reference service is to help people find information and documents using the library's resources. For example, if someone who's looking for something related to the Bible, like Amitiė was just saying, it would help them find the right book. You mean you hunt for something from this huge religious library? As I nod, Yuri blurts out an unfeminine, wow. I get just dizzy trying to find a book in here. Is there some kind of trick to it? Yes! Welcome to a wonderful world of a Dewey Decimal System! Oh, please say that. Please say it's due to a Dewey Decimal System. I haven't covered everything yet, so I can't get it for immediately. I can't take the person next day. It's a worthwhile job. Maybe because I'm here in this place, my library, I'm able to answer her questions smoothly. Making a face like she's just been bidden into 11, Mio looks around the room. I hurriedly tell her. Oh, it doesn't modern novels, there are some foreign ones. I point to a shelf on my back. She turns to look round pointing and stares at the spines of a book. They're all in English. All the novels here were donated. Seems they were given in by a foreigner. Oh, says Mayuri, looking at bindings. Rika also goes over to a shelf and picks up a book. Oh, Wuthering Heights. I've read this before. Of course it's Wuthering Heights. This is a Yuri light novel, a Yuri visual novel. Of course, it's Wuthering Heights. I love that. But I will say, on Sweet Blue Flowers, that was a wonderful arc, the Wuthering Heights arc. Heights? Is that some kind of apartment building? No, no. Have you read it, Shirahane-san? Yes. The Japanese title is Arashigaoka. I've read a Japanese translation and seen a movie. Ah! You read Arashigaoka? I read that. It's a revenge story, right? Isn't it a drama towards love and hate? Well, I guess everyone has their own interpretation. A story of love and hate. Heathcliff was abandoned by his lover from a man of higher standing. It's just about him making him pay for it, so I thought it was a revenge story. First she pretends everything is normal. I sense something different about her manner of speaking and search her eyes. Yuri forces a smile. It comes to foreign novels. I like Gone with the Wind and Scarlet O'Hara is cool. I nod, putting aside my suspicions. Really? I think Scarlet's too strong-willed. Not really my type of main character. I prefer her sister-in-law, Melanie. She's an admirable woman, pure and kind-hearted. I empathise with Scarlet, so I guess that makes me a pain in the neck. Which one do you prefer, Shirahane? Well, definitely Scarlet. I'm about to answer Scarlet, but then... Is this basically asking why I like Rika-san and Miyuri-san better? A thought suddenly occurs to me. Miyuri, quick-witted and energetic. Personality is loved by everyone. Rika could be Melanie, who is her own words, kind and pure-hearted. An admirable woman who puts her sister-in-law first to the very end. How could I possibly choose between my amity partners? You're thinking really hard about this, aren't you? What's your favourite novel of hers? That, or she's comparing strong-willed Scarlet and gentle Melanie to you and me? She's read my thoughts and I freeze. Oh, you. Rika may not like it, but I really hope you pick Scarlet. She says, putting her index finger to her lips, then sliding it down to her chest. Rika puts her hand to her forehead and shakes her head at the lascivious gesture, while I flush nervously. Okay, Miyuri-san has laid down a life list, so you can only declare Scarlet a winner. I'm happy that, perhaps because of the atmosphere of the library, I'm able to speak calmly with my amity partners, and not get too worked up. I never imagined such a thing would happen when I accept a position of a library counsellor. I'm doing things I've never done before. I'm starting to think that change is a good thing. No. Also a thought. We'll find out why next episode. Bye bye.